marketing department and communications, and you've got Jana Danger, who's a reporter for City and Shore magazine. Jana's going to be asking you a few questions related to the benefits of massage therapy and specifically craniosacral therapy, which we understand has become popular recently. So I'll let Jana take it away from here.
Very good.
Hi there, Gary. Thanks for taking time to talk. Start by telling me, this story is for the January issue, a new you for the new year, and it's going to feature some things that can make you feel better, look better, or feel better. Now, can massage, people are stressed all the time now. What does massage do for you? Start with that, and then go on to craniosacral. How does massage help your quality of life?
Well, it helps restricted body parts move fluid through them, your lymphatic system. It takes away any tension or energy that's traveling through the body and kind of just lets the body just unwind naturally through moving of fluids, releasing of tight muscles, overall general health issues.
Okay, slow down. So it helps restricted body parts do what now, did you say?
Relax. Take all of
Relax. Okay, and takes away tension and lets the body unwind naturally. That's good? That's what you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's kind of general massage. What exactly is I'm going to mispronounce it, craniosacral therapy? And what is
Sacral therapy. It's a light touch modality. It has the ability to get underneath the natural defenses of the body. For example, when someone's doing deep tissue massage, if you've ever received massage, you feel when they go in deep on you, you tighten up everything around that area because it's intense. What craniosacral therapy does is it gets underneath the body's natural defense mechanisms on a light touch level, like 5 grams of weight, and we're able to basically unwind all of the tension in the body, starting basically at their sacrum and working our way all the way up to their head. So as I finish working on, for example, your sacral area, from your sacral area down through your feet is all relaxed and melted, but on the way up, above your hands, it gets tighter and tighter until you get up through the cervical column, and then you release all the energy there. But basically, it will take all of the tension in the body. Similar effects will happen with massage, but not as deep or as profound as craniosacral therapy because there's no stress on the body. It just, you melt away. It takes...
Okay, so it's similar to massage, but what did you say? But it
gets underneath massage, even with...
It gets underneath. So it gets under, it's a light touch, that modality that can get under the natural defense mechanisms of the body and unwind all the tension. That's what you said.
And we follow along the craniosacral rhythm of the body, which is created in your cranium, and it gives us
it's created in the cranium?
Yeah. Well,
what is the craniosacral rhythm?
So your cranium is your head, and your sacrum is your tailbone, or your coccyx bone, and your sacrum is in the lower part of the body, lower part of the spine. So the dural tube is attached at your sacrum and also attaches at the occipital base of your head. So anything that happens in your lower part of your body travels all the way up into your cranium. So if you walk funny, if you have a limp or anything, or one leg longer or shorter, or misaligned shoes, it throws the whole girdle of the body off. If it throws off your hips, it'll throw off your upper shoulders, and then also it's all attached, so it'll go all the way up into your head. So what a craniosacral therapist will do is will give the body more balance. It'll adjust it so that it takes all the tension away through using the muscular system, unlike chiropractic, which is the osseous structures to do their manipulations. So it's done on a more profound level, more on a relaxed...
Takes tension away using the... I'm sorry, I should record, but I still take notes. So it gives the body more balance by
releasing all of the tension in all of the muscles, the whole body,
Okay.
starting with your...
In the muscles of the whole body. Okay. So you said this. What is the dual tube that you said goes all the way from what your spine, the base of your spine to your head?
Correct. So the dural tube is what houses your cerebrospinal fluid and your central nervous system. It has cerebrospinal fluid that flows up and down that washes the spinal cord out. So in that balloon-like structure, it gets restricted through tension, poor posture, traumatic events. So what we do is we try and open up all of the restrictions of that so that cerebrospinal fluid is able to flow up and down your spinal cord. It's a central nervous system treatment, so it's opening up everything so that the nerves of the body supply the organs of the body and basically self-correct it. So a craniosacral therapist is just a facilitator that's allowing your body to reorganize itself into a non-stress state.
You kind of cut out for a minute. It allows your body to... Hello? You there?
Okay.
Okay.
You were saying?
Allows your body to...
Correct itself.
Correct itself. Okay. And you said that the dural... the first word, dural tube, and it houses the cerebral spinal fluid and one other thing you said.
Your spinal cord?
Oh, the spinal cord. Okay. This sounds like something I need.
Right.
All right. And it allows your body to correct itself by letting this fluid flow freely.
Correct.
Is that right?
Correct.
And it gets restricted. Why?
Postural, traumatic events, stress, sleeping wrong, sitting wrong, standing wrong, poor posture with your shoes. There's anything that happens to the human body is what we correct. We take all these things on our body, going to work, sitting in our cars, driving an hour and a half to work, shortening muscles on one end, elongating on the other, high heels with women, elongating one aspect and shortening the other aspect. It throws the body out of alignment. So the craniosacral therapist is there to put things back into a better alignment so that your body can heal itself naturally.
Okay, just a minute. I'm sorry to be slow.
That's okay.
How long does a session take?
Typically a session's about an hour, but we do have cases where people have a lot of stuff going on. I tend to like to have someone on my table more than an hour at a flat table. But here at the hospital, we have the hydraulic tables, which adjust the person into more of a neutral posture, taking the stress off the body to begin with, and it allows us to go further into the work. So I actually have some of my regular clients that come to me for 2 hours. And at the end of a 2-hour session, to questions.
And how often do people need to do it?
I have
it
people
varies,
that are,
but...
it does vary. I have people that see me twice a week. I have people that see me once a week. I have people that see me once every other week. It just depends on what they have going on. If they're continually doing the poor posture, sleeping wrong, sitting wrong, then they see me more often. So it's the joint effort, if you will, with the client and myself.
You need to do it more than once, though.
Yeah. We like to have 3 cranial sessions in within a 2-week period of time to try and break the cycles that the body is in. The stress cycles.
Okay. To break the stress cycles. Okay. Interesting. And so you start at the base of the spine and work out. Tell me just a little bit about how it works. And you said it's a light touch rather than deep.
Correct. It's a light touch therapy, and yes, I do start at the feet. People don't even have to undress for this. We like to have loose-fitting clothing on, just if we have to stretching that, is not too much of a barrier with the clothing. But you don't normally have to disrobe for a craniosacral session. And so we'll start we monitor you at your ankles to see where the restrictions are in the body. And we find that through the craniosacral system, where we're having the body do flexion and extension. It's the movement that is created from this system. And so when I don't find that movement, I know that I have to go further up the line to see where the restrictions are. And so it gives me a starting point. Where am I going to start this session? Is it going to be in the right hip? Is it going to be in the left hip? That kind of thing.
So you're testing for what? Say that again. When you start at the feet, you said you're looking for something. What?
Right, their craniosacral rhythm. The craniosacral rhythm cycles about 6 to 12 cycles per minute. So I'm light touch holding their ankles to see if I feel a rhythm happening in the ankles. If I don't find the rhythm happening there, I move my way up to the thighs. Is it there? Maybe, maybe not. If not, I go up to the hips, and then from the hips I go up to the waist, and then from the waist I go up to the thoracic, and work my way up to find out where all the restrictions are. And then it gives me a starting point of where I need to start unwinding all of the tension in the body.
Okay, so when you find it, you can tell where the restrictions are, when you find this rhythm. Is that right?
And what muscles are causing the problem, and what posture. I'll tell people to lay on my table, and I'll say, oh, you slept on your left side last night, and you had your arm elevated over your head. They're like, how did you know that? Well, your body tells me. So it's just...
That's amazing. So you can actually feel this rhythm.
Yes. You can palpate that rhythm, yes.
Wow, and it happens in 6 to 12 cycles per minute, and once you find it where it starts, you can tell where the restrictions are. I suppose if it isn't there, that's where the restrictions started.
Yes.
Then.
Or lower, depending on what part of the body we're starting at. I had a woman who was 2 weeks ago, 75 years old. Unbelievable shape. She looked beautiful. She was great. I started working on her. I found no restrictions in her pelvic girdle at all. The only tension that she had in her body was her upper shoulders, and that's where she carried all her stress. So the session was a very simple session, just to unwind her upper torso, and she felt phenomenal after the session. And then I have other people. I have young kids that I work on that it starts at their ankles. So it just depends on who it is. Doesn't matter age. It's not.
And you can actually tell where this rhythm. You can feel the rhythm.
Absolutely.
I think that's kind of amazing. And that's where the tension is
or the restriction or obstruction. Yes.
Where the rhythm isn't.
Correct.
Okay. So when you feel the when you feel the rhythm, that's where the restriction is not. Correct?
Yeah. If I'm finding a rhythm at your ankles, your thighs, your hips, that's clear. I'm good. I'm happy. Then I'll work my way up. Oh, so maybe it's like the right shoulder is where all the restrictions coming. And then we find okay, so what did you do with your right shoulder? Oh, I slept on it wrong last night or something. So it all paints a picture. It's very mechanical. When I first got involved with this, I had no idea what was going on with this type of therapy. And I'm very mechanical and intellectually designed. So I have to understand how something works. It is, once you know what's going on, it is very mechanical. It's very systematic. And as long as you follow along that systematic process, you're good to go. And you have tremendous results. We have tremendous clientele that's coming to us now, and every one of them gives phenomenal feedback. We haven't had any problems whatsoever, other than I talk too much.
You're great. How much does it cost?
For the community rates are for craniosacral therapy is $80 for a 55-minute session and $120 for an 85-minute session. However, we do run specials on a regular basis, so
Does insurance cover any of it?
Unfortunately, there is not an insurance company out there that I know of that's paying for it. There is the industry codes for craniosacral therapy and how it can be done, but the companies are not quite paying for it yet. all
Okay.
self-pay and out-of-pocket.
I sort of figured that, but thought I'd ask. All right. Anything else you can add? Your name is Gary and Galasso, and what's your title?
Massage therapist.
Jana, this is Victoria. I sent you the proper spelling and his full title in that email. Hi, Jana.
Hello?
Jana,
Sorry?
can you hear me?
You cut out for a minute.
Sorry about that.
And now?
It's Victoria. I did send you via email, so you have it